out there for a second. Also, we are recording this session from now on, so just so you know, it is being recorded. All right, let me try sharing this again. So Yazid, if you want to take it away. Give us 1 second, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Yeah, I think Yazid left us for a second, but he should be right back. But while we're waiting, let me see. Let me go to the next slide here. This is what we'll be going over next. So while we're waiting on Yazid to come back with us, I'll just go over a little bit about studying abroad at Stetson. So if you've heard the spiel before, sorry, but if you haven't and you're not familiar, at Stetson we have 3 different ways you can study abroad. We have exchange programs, faculty-led programs, and affiliate programs. So an exchange program is when you spend a semester to a whole year at a different university in a different country. A faculty-led program is when a faculty member leads a class in a different country and uses the resources, the historical context, and a lot of various other things to enhance that class. And then an affiliate program is a program not run by Stetson, and that would be a program where you would be using transfer credits to associate that. So that's just a little bit on our different things. We're actually gonna probably be switching out presenters here. So Aziz, you can go ahead if you want to.
Hello everyone, since Yazid lost his connection, I think I will be presenting today. So if you can move to the first slide, Morgan, I would appreciate it. This one, if you can play it. Yes, this one. So today I'm gonna present Saudi Arabia, and I will be talking about the 2 major cities in Saudi Arabia, which is Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, and also Jeddah, which is the 2nd largest city in Saudi Arabia. So the capital of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, it's the largest city in the kingdom, and it's the world largest desalination companies are based in Riyadh. So all the companies and all the government offices are located in Riyadh, since it's the capital. And Riyadh is the political and administrative center of Saudi Arabia. And recently, they hosted the G20 summit for 2020. If you can move, Morgan, second slide. And if you can see in the picture, this is the old city of Riyadh called Diriyah, and it's located on the northwestern of Saudi capital Riyadh. Diriyah was the original home for the royal family, so here where the royal family were located, and then after that they expanded. It's known for its traditional architecture, and also it was declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010. Next. All right, so I'll be talking about the clothing of Saudi Arabia, and especially Riyadh. We have the Saudi kameez. We also call it in Saudi Arabia thobe. It's referred to that white long sleeve dress, and it's also represent the centerpiece of the Saudi traditional dress, and it's therefore worn by all the locals. That doesn't mean all the Saudi wear the same. These traditional clothing are usually wear in the government sector jobs. So people who work in the government sector jobs, they usually have to wear the traditional Saudi clothing, which is the one you see in the pictures. And also in the special occasions like weddings or like any special occasion that you have, you will have to wear the traditional clothing. So, but not everyone in Saudi will wear this. You will see also people wearing shirt and jeans. So the red scarf called shumag, and that's what you put on your head. And to hold the shumag on your head, you hold it with something called igal. It's an Arab clothing accessory. It's served to protect from the sun or sandstorm and may be worn in different ways. Next. This is the city Mecca, and this is an important city to all the Muslims, which the which the which the number of all the Muslims in the world, almost 1.7 billion Muslims around the world, and this is where they face when they pray 5 times a day around the world. So Mecca, it's the official name of Mecca. It's called Mecca al-Mukarrama. It's a city in the Hijaz region, which is Hijaz region, which include both Jeddah, Mecca, and Medina, the second holiest site in Islam. It's located in the desert valley in western Saudi Arabia. Mecca holds an important place in Islam, which is the sacred mosque, which also known Al Masjid Al Haram. It's the holiest site. It's the holiest city in Islam. Only Muslims are allowed in this city. So non-Muslims are not allowed to visit the holy sites. Muslims from around the world visit the city not only for Hajj and Umrah, but also as tourists to visit regional landmarks. And as you see on the left, you will see an old picture, and on the right, this is how it became right now. And also, if you guys see the picture below, that's during COVID-19. Now not everyone is allowed to do Umrah and Hajj unless they download an app where they book up an appointment to do their Umrah, and based on that they are allowed to enter the mosque. Next. Jeddah. Jeddah is a city in Hijaz region of Saudi Arabia, and the country commercial center. It's located on the west of the kingdom, and that's where I came from. Jeddah, located on the Red Sea, and it's the principal gateway to Mecca. So whoever will visit Mecca and Medina, all the Muslims will need to stop by Jeddah because it has the main airport for all the Muslims to travel then from to Mecca and Medina, since it's not that far away. Jeddah is located just almost 40 miles to the east, while Medina, the second holiest day, the city is located 200 miles to the north of Jeddah. Next. So this is the traditional clothing of the Hijaz. The clothes of the people of the Hijaz consist of several clothes, which are as follows: white dress. It is a normal German, like the well-known regular dress. It's also similar to the one from Riyadh. Uh, Head cover. It's a cover called imama, and that's an old cover that people used to use in Hijaz, and it's very famous. Also, you have the keffiyeh. It's a triangular cap-shaped cap that covers the head, and is worn under the hood. And also, you have the pelt. Next. Saudi kitchen. As you know, if you have a friend from Saudi Arabia, you should have tried the Saudi food. Saudi food is very common, and it's one of the uh, Arab famous cuisine in the Middle East. Most of the food, it includes rice, lamb, chicken, and we use a lot of seafood and dates. And as you see in the picture, the first picture on the top is called Mendi. The second picture, you have jarish. You have what it's called kabsa. Next. So these are the common food in Saudi Arabia, most popular ones. Okay, sports in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, we love sport, and especially soccer. And a lot of Saudis at Stetson, they play soccer every week. And a lot of non-Saudi they join us because they love to play with us. So sport in Saudi Arabia, and the main sport is soccer. And Saudi played 5 times in the World Cup champion. The recent one was in 2018, and they played in the opening with Russia, which unfortunately we lost. Saudi Arabia is one of Asia leading soccer nations, and recently one of the Saudi teams called Al Hilal, they won the champion in 2019. Also, Saudi Arabia are famous when it comes to hosting international sports events such as Italy Super Cup in Saudi Arabia. You have the WWE. By the end of this year, Saudi Arabia will host also Formula One. So yes, Saudi Arabia has starting hosting international events recently, starting 2015 with the vision of 2030. Next. So here, this is a city called Al Ihsa, which is known as the mother of palms. Saudi Arabia is very known when it comes to palms and dates and mint. So I would like to share this video to show you the nature of Saudi Arabia. And yes, Morgan, if you can please play it, I would really appreciate it.
Yep, give me 1 second. I just gotta stop sharing and I'm gonna share the full video so it's bigger on the screen.
So yes, this is the mother of palms, which is known also in Arabic, al-Nakhil, the same meaning. Morgan, if we can, I think we still have one more video. If you can play it, then we can
Yep,
move
give
to
me
the answer questions. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. As you've seen on the video, we have camel racing. As as you guys know, that Saudi Arabia and Middle East region in particular, the they very value horses and camels. So Saudi Arabia is also famous by their Arabian horses and also camels. So camels and horses is something in our culture, and we are really proud of. So that's why you see, like, we host a lot of racing when it comes to camels racing, it comes horses racing. Also, if you saw the book that there was held on the highway. So this is the highway where you will take to travel to Mecca if you are in Jeddah. So this is the Jeddah Mecca highway. If you guys have any questions about Saudi Arabia, I will be glad to answer your questions. And also we have in the audience a lot of Saudi students will be glad also to get engaged with us and answer your questions.
Yeah, so Aziz, thank you so much. Nobody knows this, but Aziz created that entire PowerPoint and found those videos for us. So I just wanted to applaud him and appreciate him for creating that and for also giving us all this information. We have a little bit of time to use before we do a trivia game at the end of this for a prize. So if you have any questions, I know a few of them have been asked already, but if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we'll have some people answer them for you. So it could be, you can think of any question you have on anything we've covered today, Saudi Arabian culture, questions you might have had. Like I said, I know there was some in the chat already. And then I know Yazid's back with us after having some technical difficulties. So feel free to put that. I'm just going to share the PowerPoint slide so we have something to look at.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday I got in an accident and I got a concussion, and that concussion made me do things I was in my normal life, like Saudi Arabian. My question is, are Saudi Arabians, all of Saudi Arabians, restricted to rules that they cannot like break? And if they, even if the rules will bring them the most joy that they can in this world, like it will breaking the rules, it will bring them joy. Will they do that? Because nowadays I'm doing it. Like, will you do it? Like, this is a question for Saudi Arabians, guys.
So I know it was a little hard to hear Yazid, but if anyone has an answer to a question or had a different question.
It is so it's so hard to hear you, Yazid, but I really hope that you guys stick to the event. It's a cultural event, so let's give the opportunity to the non-Saudis to ask questions, and we can answer them.
Yeah, okay. I'm not getting out of the event. I'm staying inside the event. We're talking about Saudi Arabians, right? So my question is, will Saudi Arabians restrict to so many rules? Like, even if breaking this rule will bring them joy, why do they stick with it? Like, my friend, someone hurt me. Like, I will not hurt him. I will break my reputation, or break the rule of not breaking my reputation. Like, why? Like, this
Sorry, Yazid, we
gives you
can
freedom.
barely hear you. If you want to put it in the chat, and we'll be able
Yeah,
to,
okay,
we
okay.
can address
I'll
it in
put it in
there.
chat.
Sorry about that. It's just really garbly. You can put it in the chat and someone can answer it. But Shama asked a really good question if someone has an answer to it. She was asking about the weather in Saudi Arabia and how it could be different from city to city.
Shama, this is a great question, and I think this is the same thing in Morocco. Uh, a lot of you guys think Saudi Arabia it's based on desert and hot weather. It's not. So if you go to the north of Saudi, you will have the city of Tabuk, and also the new city that Saudi is creating called Neom, and the north of Saudi is known uh, for its cold weather. So it gets snow there as if it's getting snow in, let's say, Kansas. So the same thing. If you go to the south of Saudi, you have cities that has mountains. Yes, Faisal, we have Al Ula, which is a famous heritage in Saudi Arabia. That is very famous, and it's also a tourist attraction. All the tourists they go there, and also you guys feel free to Google Al Ula and see more pictures and videos about it. So yes, it's very different from city to city. I live in Jeddah. Jeddah, it's so hot. It's like you're in Florida, except it doesn't rain a lot. So if it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain once a year or twice a year if you're lucky. But like if you go to a city called Taif, Abha, Al Ihsa, it rains a lot. So it is the weather. It is different from city to city.
What was that like coming from that kind of climate to Florida where it rains all the time for those of you Saudis that are in Florida right now?
From Saudi Arabia to Florida, is that what you're asking, Morgan?
Yeah, like the weather change from barely ever raining to, I guess, in my opinion, for as a Floridian,
Oh,
Florida, it rains all the time.
for me, I'm gonna share my experience. My experience was not that pretty good, to be honest. I'm not a person who likes rain. So rainy weather. It's I don't like it. Maybe because I'm not used to it. So coming from a city where it rains once a year to Daytona Beach or Florida in general, where it rains a lot during the year, it's a huge difference for me because I'm not prepared. Also, I also lived in Missouri, which used to get snow all the time, and I wasn't prepared also for the snow weather. So it is so hard to move from weather to one weather to a completely different weather. It is very hard.
Yeah, I can only imagine because from my understanding of people looking towards Florida, it's the sunshine state of the U.S., right? So you would assume it'd be sunny, but yeah, it rains here a lot. Anyway, this is about you guys, not about Florida. But I did see a couple other questions in the chat that I can kind of relate and make a different question out of almost. But I was seeing some things about a lot of the tourism to Saudi Arabia for the past long time has been to Mecca. Do you think there are things, because obviously only people who are Muslims can travel to Mecca? So what are some other things that you think people who aren't of that faith or are but won't go to Mecca or something like that? What do you think they would want to see in Saudi Arabia? Like, what are some of the big things you would suggest people to go travel to and see?
Yes. Uh, as you know, tourism is something that is, to be honest, new to Saudi Arabia. And before 2015, we used to have tourism, but it's like the religious tourism where all the Muslims go to Mecca and Medina and that's it, or like they travel around. But now they're allowed. Saudi Arabia has allowed European citizens and Americans and some countries free visa to enter Saudi Arabia as tourists. And we have a lot of cities, as Faisal said. We have a city called Al Ula, which is a very famous heritage in Saudi Arabia. We also have different cities. We have the capital, where they host very big events, international events, where you also and also what's unique about Saudi Arabia, most of the cities where you go to visit, you will see something called the old city. So if you go to visit Jeddah, you will see the more modern city, and you will love the beach, and you will see the technology everywhere. But also, if you wanna have that experience of living the traditional life of Saudi Arabian people, you go to the old city. So Jeddah has an old city called Al Balad. Al Balad, which means uh, the country. So Al Balad, this is the old historical city in Jeddah, and also as I said in the presentation, Al Diriyah is one of the old cities in Saudi Arabia, and it's an old historical city for Riyadh. And Saudi Arabian government right now, they are working on heavy projects to make these historical events as much as they want to like host as much tourists as they can. So by rebuilding the building and building hotels that can host tourists.
Awesome. That was a lot of great information. Thank you for sharing, Aziz. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So, if if you had a couple last comments to make, because otherwise I'm gonna share the Kahoot and we can get started with the trivia. So I'm gonna work to share that now. And so everyone that's putting their 800 numbers in the chat, we've been doing that for a while for how to get cultural credit. But actually today, when we finish the trivia up, I'm going to be sending a link in the chat for everyone to click to put their information into. So when I share this, it's a Kahoot. So if you haven't played a Kahoot before, let me know in the chat and I'll tell you how. But most people, I think, have played it by now, but I'm going to share it so that everyone can join. Make sure you do join with your first and last name so that I know whoever wins gets a prize. And so it'll be a Saudi Arabian related prize. So Give me 1 second. So make sure to put your first and last name in there just so we know who wins. All right, if everyone can see that, there's the game pin. So you'll go to the website or on the Kahoot app if you have that. You're gonna enter the game pin and then we'll be able to do that. Awesome, cool, so everyone's getting the hang of it. If you're having any trouble, let me know and I can help you out. But hopefully this will be fun. So some of the things that we're gonna cover in this Kahoot game are things that were included in the presentation today. And some of them are just some random facts about Saudi Arabia. So no, nobody would win. Yusuf, you're not allowed. I know that, so the link for cultural credit, I haven't posted it yet. I'm gonna be posting it after the Kahoot, but if you're looking for the link for the Kahoot, you just go to kahoot.it on your desktop or on your laptop or on your phone or your tablet, or you can download the Kahoot app and you just type in that code. So I made some of the questions really tricky so that even if you are from Saudi Arabia, you might not be able to get them all right. You'll probably have an easier chance, but I hope that if you do, and if you're from there, you'll probably give the prize to someone else. The second runner-up have it. That's okay. If you couldn't fit your full name, that happens sometimes. But I'll know who wins hopefully based on it. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone like a minute or two more to get in. Just put in the chat if you're having major difficulties so I can wait for you longer. I want to make sure everyone can be included in this that wants to join. All right, I'm gonna give like 30 more seconds. Like I said, if you're still trying and it's just not loading or something, message in the chat so I can give you more time. All right, so like the last 10 seconds, if you're having difficulty, like I said, let me know in the chat. Sorry, I'm a broken record, everybody. All right, so I'm gonna start the Kahoot game now. Everyone ready? Awesome. Alrighty, there's only 15 questions, so do as best you can. Faster answers get you more points, but best if they're correct. So the first question is a true or false. About 10 camels are sold in the capital of Saudi Arabia every day. True or false? About 10 camels are sold in the capital every day. So the answer is false. It's actually about 100 camels are sold in the capital every day. So that was kind of a trick question, and I got a lot of you, which is funny. So I enjoy making trick questions. Some of these are really easy though. So hopefully we started off on a hard one, but they're randomized. So let's see. Which of these is a Saudi cuisine? So there's smaller images, so sorry about that, but hopefully you can see a majority of them. So one of these is specifically a Saudi cuisine. All right. I got a couple of you with paella from Spain. I don't know if you have paella in Saudi Arabia, but I think this one's, I don't want to butcher the name, but mandi or mandi is this one, like a mutton dish with rice, I think. All right, next one. All right, what is the capital of Saudi Arabia? So this is like the first slide that we went over after the video. So it is Riyadh, so good job. Sorry, those of you that I tricked with the other answers. Those were all cities in Saudi Arabia, by the way. All right. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the world without a river. True or false? It's the largest country in the world without a river. It's got water on, it's a peninsula, but it doesn't really have a major river. Right. It is true. It's the largest country in the world without a river, which was pretty cool to learn. Alrighty. How many acres of desert are there in Saudi Arabia? I was conflicted when making this if I was going to put it in American metrics or not, but I did. So, all right. So actually, most of you picked the first answer, the 47,000. It's actually about 49,421 acres of desert. Okay, true or false? Only Muslims are allowed in the city of Mecca. I tried to say this like 3 or 4 times in addition to when Aziz said it, so it is true. All right, next one. Hassan's keeping that top spot. Sarah's only 3 points behind you. Careful, you might get your spot taken. What is Saudi Arabia's time zone? All right, only 3 of these are real time zones. One of them is a fake time zone. So, what do you think it is? Okay, cool. Most of you got it right. Pretty good. Sorry, I know those questions are a little bit fast there, but hopefully you can get them. Oh, good job, Sarah. You rose up to the top there. Awesome. What is the official language of Saudi Arabia? English, Spanish, Arabic, or French? Good job, guys. Only 1% does French. Okay, true or false? Saudi Arabia is the 20th largest country in terms of area. So like square miles or square kilometers. It's the 20th largest country. True or false? It's actually false. I tricked a lot of you. It's the 13th largest country in terms of area. So now I know a lot of nerdy facts like that from making these trivia questions. So the 13th in the world, which is pretty cool. All right. What is the population of Saudi Arabia? We only have 5 more questions left, guys. So make sure you all get your points while you can. All right. The answer was almost 35 million. So most of you got it right. Good job. All righty. What is the main sport in Saudi Arabia? So I gave a little hint there with the image. So hopefully most of you can see that and get that pretty quick. Good job. Awesome. Alrighty, only 3 more questions left. Which of these is Saudi Arabia's flag? Let's see if you can get it. Good job, guys. A lot of people picked Egypt's flag, actually. That's kind of funny. Cool. Okay. So that was Egypt, there was Pakistan, and there was Brazil in there. All right. So which of these is Saudi Arabia? These are outlines of places in the world. So this is one of the harder questions. Hopefully nobody picks Texas. I'm giving you a hint now, it's not Texas. Good job. Actually, almost everybody got it correct. So in here, we had Texas, we had Germany, and then this is Kenya. So I thought Kenya was not close, but not as recognizable. So good job. Everyone got the shape of it correct. Alrighty, last question. Where is Saudi Arabia located? So I gave some general places in terms of water where it's located. So let's see if you can get it right. Yep, it's between the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. Good job, everybody. Almost everyone got that right. Awesome. So let's see who ended up winning. Good job, Michaela. Hassan, good job. 2nd place. I think I know who the top person is. Zykeria, I hope I'm saying your name right. Congratulations, you are the winner. So thank you everybody for playing along. So I'm going to put my email in the chat. So can the winner email me with their address, and we will contact you at the beginning of next week with the tracking information for that. So congratulations, you guys did actually a really good job. I tricked you with some of the hardest questions like that one, the 20th largest country, but I really appreciate all of you participating in this, and I hope you guys learned something. So right now, I'm going to put the form for getting cultural credit. If you guys can just go in and submit that form for me, that would be great. There's only 4 questions. So yeah, and then if anyone wants to stay around, if they have questions or they just want to chat, feel free. But once you fill out that form, you're pretty much free to go. Aziz, did you have anything you wanted to add at the end here?
Yes, I would like to thank everyone for attending today, and we really hope to have you in the future with future presentation on Saudi Arabia with more cities.
Yeah, definitely. We want to continue including and representing our Stetson international student population. And if you didn't know, we do have a lot of Saudi Arabian students here. So we'd love to include more of that. So keep a lookout on the World Instagram where we'll post events like these. We do virtual culture hours about every 2 weeks. So we have about 3 more left this semester. So thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. And for those who participated in the Kahoot, thanks for either trying or doing really well. And thank you again, Aziz, for making the whole presentation and presenting. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Morgan, anytime.
Like I said, if anyone has any trouble or has any questions, feel free to let me know in the chat and fill out that form that I submitted or sent in the chat to everybody for cultural credit. So just submitting your 800 number in the chat, unless you privately messaged me, won't get you the cultural credit. So you have to submit that form now. Just makes it easier on everybody to get that sent off so that no one's missing on there. Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. So if you're still in here and you have any questions, let me know.
Yes, if you have any question, I'll be glad to answer them while we're here. We still have 10 more minutes, right?
Yep, just for anyone that wants to. A lot of people have class at 2 and stuff, so some of them had to leave at like 1:45, 1:50. So we've done quite a few of these virtual culture hours. So I know that people had class at like 1:45 and 2 o'clock and 2:15. So some of them leave a little early to get to those classes. But yeah, I think we're good now. I'm actually gonna, yeah. So if no one has any questions, I don't think I saw any in the chat. Like I said, make sure to click the link to get cultural credit, that form. I'll put it in the chat again.
All right, Morgan, I think that's it. Thank you so much again for helping us out.
Yeah, sorry you had to be in class while doing this, but I really appreciate it.
No problem. Take care, Morgan, okay? Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.